All right, what's up? I just wanted to talk real quick. So, I want to say I kind of been paying attention to something. I've been noticing that, when it comes to young men or older men, no matter what, I feel like no matter what actions that men do, they're kind of criticized. Because if young men decide to be virgins or to be celibate, that's considered a loneliness epidemic. It's
I'm getting virgin vibes.
Yeah.
Like it's the baby face.
something that they're doing inadequate or this or that. It can't just be because they just don't want to prioritize health, peace, or, responsibility. It's inadequacy. Now, the flip side of when men were more promiscuous, then that was also a problem.
You men are way too thirsty, and this is exactly why I leave you guys exactly in my DM. I will write back trying to be nice, you know what I mean? You just complimented me, and immediately you're telling me how you cannot wait to taste my
It's kind of went full circle. Young men that are celibate are chastised. It just doesn't make sense. Like, why chastise a person for being a virgin? Why associate male virginity with loneliness? That is.
Are you a virgin?
Yes, yes.
At 33?
I am, yes. Unfortunately, I'm not married at 33, and I have committed myself to abstaining until marriage.
Why is it that you chose to wait?
When I was really young and I had crushes on other girls, and they may have had a crush on me, and then maybe they developed a crush on somebody else, I was like, oh, well, is she really mine?
It's awkward. And then on the flip side, how does it make sense to celebrate promiscuity in women, but chastise virginity in young men? What are we saying?
Someone asked how I feel about a high body count. Firstly, let me say that sex is one of the greatest pleasures of life when it's practiced with consent and when it's done safely. Sex is the reason you're here. Sexuality is a beautiful, natural thing that shouldn't be shamed. And no matter how high or low your body count may be, it doesn't change your value as a human being or especially as a woman. The reality is that sex is something that's only punished for women. Men get props and men get more street credit if their body count is considered high, whereas a woman, it's opposite. And let me tell you why. It's because women hold the power in the sexual game. If a woman truly took all the opportunities that were available to her throughout her lifetime, her body count would be in the thousands or tens of thousands, and men know this. If men had all the opportunities available to them every single day, like women do, they would be taking them. So any man that asks you about your body count is simply jealous of a power that he doesn't have. Sex is a wonderful thing to be explored. You can learn a lot about yourself through it. Just do it safely and make sure it's because what you want to do.
All right, listen up because I need to break down this body count conversation in 2026 because it's honestly so pointless. Here's the truth. 9.5 out of 10 times, a woman is going to lie to you about her body count, not out of malice, not because she's an evil bitch or manipulative, but because she knows you're going to judge her. And every single time you force her to answer this question or want to talk about it, she's just going to give you a number that she thinks you will be happy with or you will accept.
Now that she's had, a relationship with somebody else or a crush on somebody else or she kissed somebody else, and I thought there's got to be some level of physical intimacy that is supposed to be just between me and my eternal partner. When I first learned what sex was, I was like, this is it. This is what a man and woman who are committed to each other in marriage should do exclusively.
But are you also looking for a virgin woman?
No, that's a good question. For me, I think that's right for me, and I want to be able to provide that commitment to my wife.
But what I find funny about this is that at the end of the day, a man will never be able to anatomically tell how many men a woman has slept with, whether it's 5, 10, 50, 20, 30. You just can't. There's literally no physical proof. So my thing is, why obsess? It's an invisible number and it has no bearing on your current relationship. Now, I get it. As much as the fixation is silly or whatever the case may be, we do have to give some grace because as women, we are very big on not wanting to be with men who have community D, right? We're always saying, oh, we don't want a man who's dipped his stick in every girl in the general area because that's embarrassing. We don't want to pass around. Okay, so men are allowed to feel the same way. The only difference is women handle it so much more maturely.
I understand that's unrealistic in today's society, so I'd be open to dating someone who is not also a virgin.
Men only care about body counts because the more sexually experienced that you are as a woman, the more you are able to tell the difference between what you like and don't like.
Do you want people to have free choice or not? Like, if it's okay for women to be promiscuous, why is it not okay for guys to be, virgins? I think it is saying something that male virginity has tripled in 10 years. It says something about society. The younger man is not like the older man. And then also, too, you have to combine that with the fact that Gen Z and younger generations are actually drinking less, the lowest amount, I believe, in their age group in American history. So
Gen Z has drank less than any generation in history. They damn near not drinking at all, to the point where Vegas tourism is down dramatically. Clubs is down dramatically. Gen Z drinks 87% less alcohol than prior generations. The alcohol industry has lost over $830 billion. So if you want to go by, what's up, fool? If you want to go by generations, the boomers, they were capping at about 25 billion on alcohol sales. Gen X, 23.1 billion on alcohol sales. And then the millennials, us, we spiked it up a little bit, 23.4 billion. Gen Z's only at 3.1 billion.
A big thing too is efficiency. Gen Z want to bang for their buck and to return on their investment. So why would I go spend $200 tonight, right? Wake up with a crazy hangover, fucking throwing up and shit, when I can just go down to the weed shop, spend $40, get high, have munchies, giggle, laugh, and then wake up tomorrow and be completely fine. So a lot of Gen Z has traded it for that. Or if you want to go extreme, you got niggas doing Xans and pills.
Gen Z they more on their health tip. That's why these gyms, you go to these gyms, you see the little mushroom top in there with pajama pants and Crocs. Them niggas is in there getting it in. Them little niggas is in there. What they call is look maxing now. They really caring about how they look. We can get into that look maxing shit too, because that shit gay. But they really are caring about their physical fitness more than generations.
Alcohol consumption is down to 54% of the society, which is a big deal.
Huge deal.
Everything is down. Beer is down, wine is down, seltzers are down, spirits are down. Let me tell you what I think is happening. The coffee shops of the world are the training grounds for bars. You're 18, 19, 20 years old, you're in college. You go to your local Starbucks, you sit at a small table, you sip beverages together, you talk to people. It's a prerequisite for the socialization of a bar.
Yeah.
Look at the student unions in colleges. All of these things create that social connection. The pandemic killed that.
Agree.
Now I'm sitting home making drinks myself. We're drinking together on Zoom, right in our separate houses.
Yeah.
I'm now doing DoorDash. I'm now eating my edibles. I'm now smoking my joints. So this generation is much more comfortable at home than some of them are in bars. Social interaction is so important to us as a species.
Yeah.
So when I think about that, these people are home sitting on a couch, eating their edibles, smoking their joint, on their computer screen, rather than in the bar interacting with people, having fun. That does.
Something's happening, but I don't know. Just thought this stat was very interesting. And also, I haven't been going live. I would like to go live a little bit more and start connecting, because I need to do more reading. I need to do more reading out loud, and I was not able to monetize this channel, even though I do have a lot of followers and I have millions of views. They said there's not enough narration and interaction. I'm a video editor. I really don't like speaking unless it's in long form. I don't do enough content to, be here on YouTube the way that they would like. So I'm going to try to make an effort. I like things to be produced a certain kind of way, but time and doesn't allow me to, get the camera and get the production crew. So I'm going to do more faceless lives like this. I'm going to compromise with YouTube and meet them halfway. Hopefully we can meet some type of compromise. But I saw this article. I think what I'm going to start to do is, when I see an article or something that I think is relevant, or if I have an opinion, I'm just going to go live real quick and share the article, start reading it with you guys. All right, I hope you guys have a good day. Share, like, and comment. Also, too, I'm not sure how, but if you guys have some ideas or some shows or topics that you think will be cool, I want to do America's Funniest Animals. I think I like that. I like doing animal videos because everybody likes animals. Not everybody, but
Are you in, or are you going to go to college?
I'm actually graduating this spring.
So yeah, you're still in high school.
No, I'm a third year in college.
Oh shit, so you're not that young. Okay.
You graduated?
I am.
Excuse me. You're too busy studying.
Do you feel nervous?
No.
How does it make you feel if you ever seen Legally Blonde? Just a little bend and snap. Porter. What's wrong?
There's no need for me to be looking down there.
As much division as we have, there has to be some sort of effort to unite. So people like animals, it makes people happy. So I'm gonna share a little bit of animal videos because it's a gesture to, I want people to be kind and to be conscious. And it's okay for us to share opinions and things like that. But a lot of our opinions now are creating division, which is fine. Division is, it's life. But I feel like also our opinions, and we need to have effort to make things civil. We need civility. We don't need to be constantly in a state of detachment. So you guys have a good day. You'll hear from